All right. So we kind of fell into this rabbit hole because I saw some stuff on YouTube about how Wandavision was the first episode or the first installment,
whatever,
of the multiverse saga. And so Eric and I are here debating,
trying to wrap our brains around that,
trying to figure out that how the fuck does that work? And the only thing that we could come very close to anything, and then it doesn't even work because it wasn't the thing, was that Pietro's spirit, essence, chi,
consciousness, whatever,
was put into
Ralph Boner's body, and Ralph Boner just happened to bear a striking resemblance to Fox's Quicksilver because it was the same guy playing it. But it wasn't a multiversal thing. It was just same actor, different character.
Now, it would have made WandaVision infinitely more interesting if it was an actual installment in a multiverse saga done correctly, and it was the Fox's Quicksilver. And you don't have to answer every question, but you just have to have what the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
What is actually happening?
That I don't think that would have worked though, because it was supposed to be Wanda's brother Pietro from the MCU.
Yeah.
And
but you know,
in the Fox films,
he was a solo.
Well, Wanda never appeared, right?
Yeah,
so
but that was a contractual thing that how they divvied that up, huh?
Yeah, I think so.
They wanted her in the Avengers movies. But anyway, so we're trying to figure out how the hell WandaVision was the first part in the multiverse saga, and then we fall down.
The only thing I can figure is that its connection to the multiverse of madness. But even then, there was nothing in the WandaVision series that was multiversal.
Yeah.
None of it was multiversal.
And then we fell down the other rabbit hole of that the actor, it was the same actor.
Same actor, different character, yeah. Evan Peters.
Then I throw a reversal on it, and I go, well, then why isn't the kid from the WandaVision show playing teen in Agatha? And then we all know that they were actually headhunting for a homosexual teen to play a homosexual teen. And then Eric had to be smart ass and say, well, they call it acting, and now tell your story.
Well, yeah, really, it's like the same. They have the same mentality. They got a Jewish actor to play Ben Grimm because he's Jewish. Hey, that's fine. And, they get real, homo actor to play Billy Maximoff. And it was just an excuse to recast him.
That's your real sticking point with Agatha, isn't it?
Well,
yeah.
It's somewhat...
It's irksome for you.
It is somewhat, because I don't know that it was necessary to recast him. But
maybe because they wanted to do this social engineering of, he's a gay now, instead of just having him be his kid.
I think it's because the kid, what's his name, Joe Locke, that's been cast in it. I think that there was somewhere in the powers to be that
in the loving Hollywood mainframe
that wanted to find a way to put that particular actor in that particular role, which had already been portrayed by someone else, and
who was a non-gay, I guess. Who knows? Who cares?
It doesn't matter one way or the other, because again, it's acting. Come on,
it's acting.
Look at Brokeback Mountain.
Is the Joker and Mysterio gay?
Right. Neither of those guys were gay, but they really played it well, didn't they?
And
the thing is that closeted gays have been in the business forever, and they've always played straight people, and straight people end up playing the gay roles, and it's kind of ironic. It is.
Yeah.
Why not?
You mean the best actor actually got the job, no matter what they do or what's between their legs?
It's the best person for the role.
Oh
yes.
My God, that's racist for some reason.
And sure. Okay. I got. Please don't misunderstand. A gay person would love to play a gay role and be gay. Why not? And but it's acting. At the end of the day, you're just playing a character. It's a role. It's whatever the character is. And if you take the role, you're going to commit to doing it the best you can.
And I gotta say, when I had jobs as cooking, being a cook and all that stuff, I sure as shit didn't want to go home and cook. So is it the same thing with acting? If you're acting as a gay, then do you want to go home and be gay? I don't know. It's a question. But I'm just I don't want to cook when I got home. I didn't want to look at food.
right?
So you have a story about Dustin Hoffman.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, on the concept of acting.
Acting.
When they were making Marathon Man, and Dustin Hoffman had to play like he had been up for 3 days, 36 hours on the run with no sleep, and so he did. He stayed up for 36 hours with no sleep to film these scenes. And at one point in between takes, he said something along the lines of, "Oh my God, I can't wait till this day's over. I can go home and get some sleep." And Laurence Olivier looked down at him and said, "Why don't you just try acting, Dusty?" You don't have to be up for 36 hours to act like you have been. Hello,
Right?
And
I mean, I guess that's a good thing to get like that. Oh, I know what it's like now, but
you don't have to be gay to act like you are. You don't have to be straight to act like you are. If you're a gay person, I mean, it's just the way it is in the industry. It's whatever the role is whatever it is. And yet,
and it's just
Billy
like
Maximoff is gay. That's no secret. It's established. He's married to the Hulkling. He's in a not only a mixed marriage. He's in an
interspecies erotica.
Interspecies marriage with a Skrull Kree half breed.
So could that even be considered gay? Because
but it's still same sex.
Changeling.
It's same sex. It's male. It's same sex.
Saying,
so it's still gay, but it
wow.
But it's even more than that, because it's like
building bridges.
So it's okay that he's gay. It's like George Takei. It's okay to be Takei.
It's sort of like the voice talent people. They have to get, that's how Apu died, and all these they want the voice talent to be, if you're playing a black character on the cartoon, it has to be a black voice talent person. Poor Frank Welker won't ever work. We'll never get another Frank Welker anyway.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
but getting back to the whole idea that WandaVision was the first installment of the multiversal saga, I don't see that.
I can't think of how.
I mean, we got to the multiverse in Loki, and that was the point of Loki.
Right?
And Loki had nothing to do with WandaVision.
Yeah.
It really didn't.
No.
WandaVision was Wanda's post-blip thing,
Now, could it be that somebody in the powers that be in the Hollywood mainframe misunderstands or doesn't actually know what probability means? Or they looked it up in Wikipedia and then, multiverse, and then they got all wet and excited because, we can do this now.
Yeah, but,
I don't know.
I don't think it even has anything to do with that. Who is it even that's bringing this up and making a point of pointing this out? Some fan somewhere. It's not Marvel. So no, I'm in complete disagreement that WandaVision was the first installment of the multiversal saga. The only thing that I think that you could connect that with is its connection to the movie, which took place after the series was over, and that's where she got into the multiverse.
It badly, but anyway.
Which would only be, even hinted at in the post-credit at the end of the series in the last 2 minutes. So no.
Yeah. No, I have no dog in the fight. I just don't understand how that could be looked at as the first installment of the multiverse saga.
Right.
That's all I'm talking. Hey, and we want you to tell us. What do you think?
What do you guys think? Was WandaVision like the first installment or first hint at the multiversal saga? Evan Peters notwithstanding, because it turned out that no, he was not a multiversal crossover from the Fox series.
Which actually, that would be cool. That would make Agatha more interesting if he actually was, and he shows up in episode 7.
Yeah.
And maybe that could be how Agatha. Now, see, here I am writing for him. If they actually, could get anybody to write correctly, that Agatha somehow got a whiff of him being a alternate version or something, and kind of made this whole thing, and then that would make Agatha more of a reason, more of a believable mustache twirling villain.
But no, that wouldn't have worked.
Well,
this
is off the cuff right here,
The way she conjured Pietro's spirit consciousness into another body.
Well, I'm just
how would it have been?
I don't know.
Pietro from the Fox universe
I don't know.
brought over for that. No. It made
Unless-
perfect
yeah.
sense that it was her husband Ralph that was the guy that lived there.
Eric, I'm just trying to throw out an idea to make
No.
something to kind of...
Yeah, I get
Because-
it. You're trying to throw some shit at the wall and see what sticks.
Because Jesus Christ...
Because that seems like that's what Marvel's been doing lately.
Oh, yes. Since
Throwing
Endgame.
shit at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, and there's people that still have faith in the Fantastic Four film. Anyway, tell us what you
The only
think.
thing about AFF is that the advanced look at the thing, at least it looks like we're going to get the best looking thing that we've had so far.
I think they were all pretty correct.
Whether that
Translates into anything?
Well, yeah, because I mean it's only still shots. We don't know how he's going to act it and perform it,
Yeah.
and how it's going to be written. But no, the prosthetic for this thing is pretty much spot on perfect as much as we've seen so far, and I'll give him that. And but besides that, still, oh god, I'm not looking forward to the FF movie.
All right, tell us what you think about any of this.
Speaking of the multiverse, because they're not even in 616.
Yeah. Is it
So-
acting, or do you have to live and breathe it in your real life to be able to play it on TV, or, you know?
I'm not a doctor. I just play one on TV. So take my advice about this medicine that you've never heard of.
It'll give you the shits every day, but it's all right. And with that, like, share, and subscribe.